Quick message to all our viewers before we get started on today's video. It has come to our attention that over 90% of our regular viewers are not subscribed to the channel. We request you to please click the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can be notified when the next video from Mythology is out. The bigger the channel gets, the better the quality of videos that we do for you also gets. So please help us make some amazing videos by supporting the channel and clicking that subscribe button. Thank you. Now over to the video. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythology with your host Nitin Nair. In our last episode we looked at European mythology and how post-Christianization has led to a dilution of the whole culture, mythology and religion of the region, and what we decided was to travel to another part of the world where people are still struggling to keep their indigenous nature to themselves and ensure that their culture and their religion and mythology is passed on safely to the younger generations. What we are going to be exploring today is from Native American mythology and Inuit mythology, to be more specific. According to the legend of the Inuit, Igaluk was a man who lived on Earth. He once forced himself upon a woman in the village's dance hall after the lights went out. However, after the lights came back on, he realized that she was his sister. Igaluk's sister Malina, who was very angry at him, cut off her breasts and threw them at him. Her brother then went looking for her, but he tripped and fell into the snow. His torch, which was still glowing, left an ember. The wind carried both of them into the sky. Melina, who had her bright torch still shining, became the sun, while her brother, whose fading light was still visible, became the moon. The moon continued chasing his sister as she tried to avoid him, while the sun continued to rise. Igaluk is said to have the characteristic features of an Inuit male before reaching the skies and transforming into the all-powerful moon. According to the legend, Igaluk and his sister Malina lived together in a village. However, as they grew older, they started to separate and live in separate lodges for men and women respectively. However, one day while looking at the women, he noticed that his sister was the most beautiful of them all. He then snuck into their dwelling after the lamp had been extinguished and discovered her by unique textures and feel of her clothes and proceeded to mate with her. Igaluk is more commonly referred to as Aningan, Anigan or Anigak in Greenland. According to the indigenous people inhabiting the Arctic regions of Canada, Alaska and Greenland, he is the supreme divine being that rules over all natural phenomena. The Inuit tribes across North America and Greenland continue to place a lot of importance in their traditions and attribute all natural phenomena with Igaluk, who is their most powerful god. They still attribute the lunar eclipse with the fact that Igaluk was finally able to catch up with Malina for a brief union. As you can see, although we do not promote the activity of incest or any such relationships, the mythology in itself is very interesting to explain why the sun moves across the sky, why the moon follows it, and what happens during a lunar eclipse. People from ancient times always had a reason which they attributed to the gods for most of the natural phenomena that occurs around us. We will be bringing you a lot more such characters and occurrences that have these connections in the days to come. So until then, click like, subscribe, drop us a review or a rating, and do anything you can to help promote this podcast and the YouTube channel to as many people as possible. This is your host, Nitin Nair, signing out by reminding you once again that Mythology is the home of mythology.